Welcome back to the summit. I am so happy to welcome Beata, Seweryn, Reid to the summit. Beata believes in a world where peace and power can coexist. She works with leaders to help them find peace in the workplace power dynamic. As a Polish immigrant, she has a unique perspective to what power truly is and how it can be a force for positive change within the workplace. Beata was awarded Women of Excellence 2019 by the Women's Economic Forum. So thank you for being with us today, Beata. Such a pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much for having me here, Pamela. I really appreciate you.
Such a joy. And so I'm really excited to get into this topic with you because I know you have a lot of great insights around this. So just tell us a little bit about what this idea of unique identity means to you.
So for everyone who is listening to me, I'm sure you already know where this girl is from. Her accent is very unique. So uniqueness for me is a very special word. Yes. So unique identity to me means having a keen awareness of who I am really and who you really are and what you stand for and expressing yourself consciously to the world. We were all born with uniqueness, like already the mother nature gave us our DNA, so there is no one with your fingerprints. How unique is that? But the question now is, how do we really support that unique gift that we have? So for me, it's going really inside of you and finding who am I really after, I mean, before the world told us who we're supposed to be, and the circumstances. And like, I am from Poland. Oh my goodness, my mindset was set differently. Like, I was growing in communism, so it was very different when I started living in US, and I had to go back and find this uniqueness in me.
So talk to us a little bit about that. What was that journey like, and how did you start to really kind of tap into your unique identity in a totally different culture and environment?
Absolutely. Well, when I moved to, I think I moved to US in 2011. Yes. So you would think that US and Europe, it's kind of the same. And I really believe that my English is so awesome. But then I realized that we all have unique accents in US. We come from different backgrounds.
Yeah.
And actually, I started working. There was a new job, new friends, new me, all this stuff. Right. But I was working in a top quality hotel in hospitality, 5 stars, 5 diamonds. And even I had all these different people around me. I felt that I don't belong, and my mindset went to, it's because of your accent. You are not like them.
Interesting.
So this was stopping me from really being a true leader for myself and from others, to really enjoy the life and the opportunities that came with this new life. I was more separating myself and hiding the one thing that was really making me different and unique and make actually it's my authentic self. Yes, it's
right.
The one thing that was making me to stand out from the crowd. I was so much trying to hide, and it's it was not only my accent, because it was really my belief that I don't deserve to be here. So it's all together, and it's what I had to go for help. And I realized that, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Something that other admires. And let's be honest, there were people that were making me feel weird, and that sometimes they were picking on my accent. But there are more people that were really admired my accent. Like, oh my gosh, I love your accent. Where does it come from? So I had to move my focus from those that are not appreciating me to who I am really, and how I can express myself. And it's not only about accent, but I'm talking in a bigger picture. Who am I really? What are my values, and what am what do I want to focus on? Do I want to focus on this small people and unhappy people with themselves? Or do I want to highlight who I am really and serve and help people who are appreciating me?
That is so powerful. I think that a lot of us struggle with feeling like, if I really show up as who I am, then I will be criticized, or, I will be maybe even held back, or people will, maybe even attack me if I'm authentically who I am. And so I love that you took the initiative. You really, took control of the situation and said, what am I going to focus on? And not only that, but then what am I going to do about it?
Right. And if I can share the 3 steps that I found worked for me, because I believe being authentic is really getting, and like you said, tapping into, so it's about inner work. Like, to go deep and finding out who am I really and what do I stand for. So first step that I found out it works for me, it was listening to myself. And Pamela, I don't know if you agree with me, but we listen to everyone around. We go and seek for mentors, advisors, and it's great because we need this outside view as well, but we never really go and hear what do we really want, what are we missing, and where are we authentic and unique, where I say it differently, where do we accept the uniqueness that we have in us, in our businesses, and where we are kind of shy about that. Like, if I would still keep myself small and would, because of my accent, oh my goodness, I would never speak to you today, I would never meet you. So we are missing on opportunities. So step number 1, listen to yourself, find out where are you really avoiding your uniqueness, because for some reason you are ashamed. Maybe I was ashamed of my accent. Maybe someone told you that it's not what you're supposed to be doing. And come on, if we don't know ourselves, how can we serve ourselves? And then as a leaders, how can we serve others? And who are the other question that I also ask here when I listen to myself is, who am I really when nobody is watching me? Am I the same person when I go and work with people, when I present myself to people? Because it's very easy to find out that there is no alignment in it. So what I do to my uniqueness? I'm really excited about that questions, and I hope people gonna do that exercise for them. So basically it's about evaluating yourself. So listen to yourself. Step number 2, when you already listen and you find out that, oh my goodness, I'm not really authentic to myself, I don't accept my uniqueness, then accept that truth, because we are so afraid to accept the really like obvious truth. The obvious truth for me is I do have accent. People are gonna ask me for that. And back in time, I was so like pissed about people. I was like, where are you from? I was like, oh my gosh, because my mind was saying they are picking on you, but it was not true. It was just my own story. So accept the truth. Where do you need to improve? Where do you need to go and really accept your uniqueness? What is your uniqueness? Like, oh my goodness, looking at you, you're so kind. And the work that you do in helping others, I cannot do in the way that you are doing. So accept that truth. And the first step is move from resistance to desire. I had to listen to myself, accept what is the truth about my unique self and how I want to present it to the world, and then moving. It's taking actions from the resistance. Oh yes, the resistance is still gonna be there. But what is your real desire? If you are a leader, I'm sure you have a lot to offer. So move and help people to become their unique selves.
That is so powerful. And so in this process, and I know that you've said, you went to get some help, but how did you really kind of start to tap into your inner self too? How did What did that journey look like for you?
So the shortest answer is self-development. I really started to develop myself. And let's be honest, back in the time, I didn't know where to go. So I started with reading books. Then, so I was reading the books that people were suggesting. Then I was moving into online courses and finding out who are really my people that I want to follow, who I want to become like they are already. Yes, because we always have this inner desire, even as a leaders. So look up to the people that already walked your journey that is ahead of you. And instead of reinventing the wheel, just follow their blueprint. Oh my goodness. And it's not, don't do it blind. Just, yes, have your own awareness about that, but pick what works for you. So books, then online courses, then I moved to real conferences. And eventually I hired the mentors because I was aware who I really want to follow. And that really helped because, like we said before, sometimes it's really hard to see from the outside of the box. Yes. So there are people that, I mean, it's hard to see from the inside of the box. And you need to have this outside view. Hello, I know what you're saying, but here is what is not aligned with what you are doing. And it's very important. And if I can share my biggest and the people that I admire and follow, I'm sure you know them: Simon Sinek, John Maxwell, oh my goodness, Les Brown, and Pamela. Oh my gosh, I follow her because she's such a great leader that I want to be around her. Like, who does that stuff, like sharing summit with you? Hello, so follow her as well.
And and that's why you're here. And I know we have, a mutual friend who's also on the summit, which is Gigi. She's remarkable. And I think that's what's so amazing is that when we start to move into this space where we're really opening up to our unique and authentic selves, all of a sudden these people start to come into our experience that we align with. And
absolutely,
it's this whole different dimension that your life takes on that you didn't have before, but that only happens through that process.
Absolutely. And I'm sure you're familiar with that saying, and I don't know who said that, but I'm going to say it, that if you want to go slow, go by yourself. But if you want to go faster, find people that will support you on that journey. So I'm following, and thanks to Gigi, I met you. So yes.
Well, yes, exactly.
Excited about that.
And actually there's a number of ladies that are on this summit that we met through Gigi. So we can thank her for that.
Yes,
she's been the hub to bring so many of us together. And there's a lot of magic coming out of that. I mean, it's really a remarkable thing. And that's what's amazing about doing things like this, is that then we get to share these messages out and bring other people in. And so I know you've said, in your experience, following people, having those relationships is important. So what has that looked like for you in your business?
That opened a lot of doors for me and opportunities. Again, I'm here. Without meeting the right people, in showing up in the right moments, I would not be here. It would not open the doors for the stages that I am on, because I started as a life coach. Then I moved to leadership coaching, and eventually the doors and opportunities were like pushing me. Hello, you don't see it, but you belong to the stages. Your message should be here from the said and be heard from the stages. And it's where I'm moving towards to. Oh my goodness, I would never think that I will be there. So first of all, opportunities. Second, business just explode, because again, I'm meeting you. I love what you do. And I'm gonna recommend someone who I don't know? No, I'm gonna say, oh my goodness, go to Pamela because she does great things. It's how it works, how business works, relationships, and by the words of mouth. Yes, recommending people who we trust. And yes, oh my goodness, trust is so huge in be unique and authentic. Don't never ever forget to be serve
Mhm.
and with your trust, and that people can trust you as well.
Well, and that's one of the things that I noticed about you right away is that you just have the servant's heart. And I think that when people really, really, tap into their inner self, they start to find these little gems inside themselves. Like they realize that, oh, it feels really good to give back. Oh, I really want to give people something, that will help them get to that next level, that will take them to that next space where they can take one more step and one more step, because it is a process, right? We don't really get
Absolutely.
there overnight.
Absolutely. Oh no, it takes a time, and it takes also a patience. And I'm Polish. I'm not that patient. I'm telling you, people, but I have to practice patience in me. And what else? I want to say something else to what you just said. Well, I guess it wasn't that important.
It will come back. It will come back. But
Right.
just this idea of servanthood and having the
Right.
opportunity to.
That's it. What I wanted to say. Serve from your heart. I was
Mm,
taught since I was a little girl. Do not ever forget where you come from. So do not ever forget where did you start, because we are always the beginners first. Yes.
yeah.
And always
Yes.
reflect on where you were and what kind of help you needed, because
Mm,
now I just want to serve from my heart. And if you know sometimes they say, oh my goodness, don't go to these people, they don't have money. Life is not all about money. I was there, I did
right.
not have money as well, and there were people who were helping me. So I'm all about serving from my heart. Do not forget where you came from and how did
Mm,
you start.
love that. Love that. And to know that we all start somewhere, right? I mean, we're all
Absolutely.
right. I mean, we're all on this journey and we all have struggles. We all have challenges. You've had a lot of challenges. I've had a lot of challenges. Most people will have had a lot of challenges. But to know that when we make the choice to take this journey and to really know who we are and allow ourselves to be that person, then that's when the miracles start happening.
Yeah, absolutely. I love what you said. The miracle star happens when you reach out to those that need your help, because probably one day, maybe you've been already there, or maybe you will be, and you will need someone else help. And this is the ripple effect that I always talk about. Just, pass it on, and it all will come back.
Absolutely. Well, thank you again so much for being here with us, Beata. Tell us, where we can find you. Where is the best place for everyone to reach out to you?
The best place is, of course, social media. I'm on the Facebook, Instagram. Um, what is the another thing I
LinkedIn.
forgot? LinkedIn. Yes, I was like,
Yes.
what is it?
Good.
LinkedIn. But also you can find me under Beata Speaks, Beata, beataspeaks.com. And yes, if you just want a hand or advice, whatever, hear more of my story, please reach out.
Perfect. Well, thank you again so much. Such a joy to have you here today.
Thank you so much. I'm honored to be here.
Absolutely. And thank you to all of you who were here listening and watching. And we hope that this will be a blessing for you today as well. Goodbye, everyone.
Can I say one more thing?
Please do.
Be different, be unique. That's your superpower.
Love that. Thank you again.
Thank you.